Israel will always receive a carrot and more carrot. And when it does such severe illegalities, wholesale killing, invading entire cities, committing war crimes in front of cameras, the West comes and gives it more carrots. It is extremely unfortunate that a British Prime Minister says and commits to stuff that is completely illegal, un-British, and does not really make sense, completely irrational. Particularly the part of moving the embassy, the legal status of Jerusalem is written in stones. The UK position has been known for a long time. Everybody knows that any final status would have to include Jerusalem, and everybody also realizes that East Jerusalem is an occupied city, and therefore it is increasingly regrettable that a British Prime Minister would go into this. And she was very serious, all the way to sending a delegation to the plot of land to be discussed as a possible location of the embassy. Effectively, the first appearance of Liz Truss was her trip to the United Nations. She uses that very opportunity for the first time as a British Prime Minister to declare that she has just met the Israeli Prime Minister at the time, and that she has informed him of her intention to review the location of the embassy. What does that tell you? That tells you that she wanted to use her very first appearance as a Prime Minister to carry through on her promise. So yes, indeed, the threat was very serious. We immediately released a statement saying that this is not only illegal, but immoral and irresponsible and must cease immediately, and that we, the State of Palestine, we, the leadership of Palestine, we, the people of Palestine, will make sure that this does not happen. But then she heard from a wide range of politicians, religious leaders, community leaders, lawyers, name it. And she has discovered that actually her idea cannot be implemented easily. For a UK government to contravene, break their own system would have been extremely severe, and in my opinion would have delivered a blow to international legality, international rules. Number two, it would have severely undermined the two-state solution, because the heart of it, the premise of the two-state solution is Jerusalem, based on international resolution. The UK would have been seen as a party to the conflict rather than a neutral mediator. And in our opinion also, this would have really ignited more extreme right-wing fascist forces in Israel to actually double down on their illegal acts, particularly in Jerusalem. And with the recent Israeli elections and the winning of the far-right supremacists in Israel, the likes of Ben Gvir and Smotrich, the former British Prime Minister would have gifted these people and enabled them to actually shift us to a religious war.
To me, it's undisputed to be the historic capital. Clearly, there's a very strong case for it to be recognized. And the point I was making then, as I would make now, is I'm very open to looking at that.
The U-turn is abrupt, you are right. And the new British Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, was quick in reversing this and removing this issue from the table and reaffirming the UK position. And I believe this is because of the real campaign that happened over the last 2 months here. A very strong, loud campaign that was delivered to 10 Downing Street and to the Foreign Office. It included leaders of the Conservative Party, like William Hague, the former leader of the party, like former ministers of state, like Alistair Burt and others. It has seen all the opposition parties opposing publicly such an illegal, irresponsible, irrational step. It has seen the church leaders, including the Archbishop of Canterbury and the Cardinal of Westminster, writing to the Prime Minister that she should never consider this step, and that it will damage and hurt the Christian presence in Jerusalem that is already under attack by extreme Jewish groups. She has heard from even Jewish leaders here, prominent members of the Jewish community, that this does not help anyone, including the Jewish community, and there is no consensus among the Jewish community in the UK. She has heard from the Muslim community. Not only she did hear from the Muslim community, but her MPs in the parliament, the Conservative MPs, Tory MPs, had received thousands of letters from Muslim voters in their constituency that for them this is a red line, for them this is a no-go zone, for them. So this has also been not only a crisis, but an opportunity. Really an opportunity to deliver a message to the British government that Palestine is not alone, that legality is very well enshrined in this country and right across the board. This was a consensus among all these communities, among all previous statesmen, among the establishment here, in the media, and the way the media covered the story from day one in a way that revealed that this is a Trump-like step, that this is transactional politics, that this is unlike the UK, that we should not do it, to stop something that was completely adverse and illegal is something, but also to use this energy, invest in this new energy, and take it into a positive direction, which is Britain's correcting its historic mistake and injustice against the Palestinian people. That is the Balfour Declaration 105 years ago that promised our land without consulting us,